Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 22.2K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Really good promos, especially with FanDuel. New customers, bet 5, get 200 in bonus bets guaranteed. Also get a 3-week trial of NFL Sunday Ticket, which is pretty awesome. Take advantage of that, guys, in the description below. DraftKings has really good promos as well for football season, so you don't want to miss out on those. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. A busy slate today. Starting with the Chicago Cubs versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Cubs opening up as road favorites at -135. The Pirates +115 with the over-under at 8. Cubs coming into this matchup 66-66. The Pirates 62-69. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA of 3.04. His last start he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Coming off 3 good starts on the mound, he's given up only 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Pirates is Jared Jones with an ERA of 3.58. His last start he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Definitely one of his better starts. He's given up 1, 2, 6, and 2, over his last few. He hasn't been horrible here. Cubs, what a game yesterday. Didn't expect them to pop off like they did, winning 18-8. Nice win for the Cubs here. Yeah, that was a monster hitting game from the Cubs. Yeah. Love Steele on the mound today. Coming off very good starts on the mound here. Jared Jones hasn't been bad, but after what I saw yesterday, man, I just think the Cubs bats are probably going to still be hot. I think I got to roll with Chicago on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Kansas City Royals versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -140. The Royals +120 with the over-under at 9. Royals coming into this matchup 74-58. Cleveland 75-57. Pitching for the Royals is Michael Lorenzen with an ERA at 3.47. His last start he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for Cleveland is Gavin Williams with an ERA of 5.79. His last start he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Coming off some bad starts here. He's given up, let's see. He's given up 15 runs in his last 4 starts here. That's really bad. The Royals, remember they played a doubleheader yesterday. Royals winning both of them. That's usually what I do with my picks. I take a team in a doubleheader and ride them both, and they both cashed out yesterday. First one they won 4-3, then the second one they won 9-4. So one close one, but looked good in that second one. And yeah, Guardians continue to struggle here. 3-7 in their last 10. They really haven't looked sharp at all here. Love Lorenzen on the mound here. Don't like Gavin Williams, man. He's been getting lit up. Yeah, dog value on the road. Kansas City playing much better. I'll take the Royals +1.5 in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as home favorites at -150. Angels +130 with the over-under at 9.5. Angels coming into this matchup 54-77. Detroit 66-66. Pitching for the Angels is Johnny Cueto with an ERA of 6.17. He's pitched once this season. His last start he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 1 strikeout. I believe Johnny Cueto might be like the oldest pitcher, one of the oldest pitchers in the league here. So we'll see how he does. Hasn't been horrible in his 1 start. And then pitching for Detroit, it looks like we're getting his first start here for Brant Herter. So no real info on him. So we'll see how well he plays today. Angels, they're on a 5-game losing streak. Horrible series against Toronto. They dropped 4 in a row against Toronto. Just not a good look from the Angels. You got Detroit. They're on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a 4-game White Sox sweep. Man, I mean, they looked really sharp in that matchup. Yeah, I mean, I gotta roll with Detroit. Detroit's hot right now. Angels not playing well. We'll see what Brant Herter looks like on the mound. Not really sold on Cueto. I mean, you look at his last 6. These are dating back to last year, though. He's given up 3-2, 3-5-3. So he looks like he consistently gives up about 3 runs here. I'm going to take the hot team, and I'll take Detroit at home. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -150. Houston +125 with the over-under at 9. Houston coming into this matchup 70-61. The Phillies 77-54. Pitching for Houston is Justin Verlander with an ERA of 3.86. His last start he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola with an ERA of 3.45. His last start he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts here. Both pitchers have been solid this season here, so pretty good pitching duel. Houston losing a close one to the Phillies yesterday, 3-2. Got the underdog cover though, so that's good. But you got the Phillies on a little 3-game winning streak, playing pretty well. You know, starting to get things back moving again because they really have struggled. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think there's still good value with Houston here. Kept it close yesterday. Really good pitching matchup. I'm taking another shot with Houston here. I think they can get the win, if not cover. Love Verlander. I'll take Houston +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Oakland Athletics versus the Cincinnati Reds. Reds opening up as home favorites at -145. Oakland +120 with the over-under at 9.5. Oakland coming into this matchup 56-75. The Reds 63-68. Pitching for Oakland is Mitch Spence with an ERA of 4.67. His last start he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 10 strikeouts. He's had good starts this season, but he's coming off 2 bad starts, giving up 4 and 5 runs in his last 2. Currently for the Reds, it's to be determined. So we'll see, what happens when that does get announced for Cincinnati. Oakland, bad 5-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back Milwaukee losses. Didn't look good in that Tampa Bay series. So yeah, not a good stretch for Oakland. Cincinnati, a rough series against the Pirates. 1-3 in their last 4. Really struggled in that series. Yeah, we're going to see who pitches for Cincinnati. It's just kind of an ugly matchup. Not super in love with. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oakland. Mitch Spence hasn't been horrible. Yeah, I mean, Reds aren't playing enough for me to really trust them here. So I'm going to take a shot with Oakland +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Washington Nationals. Yankees opening up as road favorites at -235. Washington +190 with the over-under at 9. Yankees coming into this matchup 78-54. Washington 59-73. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA at 2.83. His last start he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. He's coming off 4 really good games, but 2 back-to-back 0-run games here. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 8.10. His last start he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. You know what time it is. When Patrick Corbin's on the mound, we bet against Patrick Corbin. That's what I've done forever. Yankees back-to-back wins again, on a 2-game winning streak, beating the Nationals yesterday 5-2. But yeah, when Corbin's on the mound, you bet against him. He's coming off 2, decent starts here, but overall, he's due for like a 6-7 run game, because that's just what Patrick Corbin does here. I gotta take the Yankees on the road in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at -145. Toronto +120 with the over-under at 10. Toronto coming into this matchup 65-68. Boston 67-64. Pitching for Toronto is Yariel Rodriguez with an ERA of 5.75. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Coming off 2 bad starts here. It's given up 5 and 4 runs here. Bad 2-game stretch for him. Pitching for Boston is Cooper Criswell with an ERA of 3.81. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. He's coming off 2 really good starts. He's only given up 1 run in the last 2 games. Toronto, pretty hot right now. 5-game winning streak. They just beat Boston 7-3 yesterday as an underdog. Then Boston, they've dropped their last 4. Yeah, Toronto playing pretty well right now during this stretch. Rodriguez coming off 2 bad starts, but his 2 games prior, he only gave up 1 run. So he's had good games on the mound. Same with Criswell. He had 2 games, good games, and then he's, been giving up about 2, 3, 4 runs here. So, man, I like the plus money with Toronto today. Playing well, they're hot right now. Give me the Blue Jays plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Atlanta Braves versus the Minnesota Twins. Braves opening up as slight road favorites at -115. Minnesota -105 with the over-under at 8. Braves coming into this matchup 71-60. Minnesota 72-59. Pitching for the Braves is Spencer Schwellenbach with an ERA of 2.84. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and 9 strikeouts. He's been consistently giving up 2 to 3 runs here. He's given up 2, 3, 2, and 3 in his last 4. Pitching for the Twins is Simeon Woods Richardson with an ERA of 5.18. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Hasn't been horrible. He's given up 1, 2, 2, 3, and 6. Gives up runs here. The Braves beating Minnesota yesterday 10-6. 7-3 in their last 10. They're playing pretty well right now. Minnesota dropped their last 2. They are 2-6 in their last 8 here. So been a real struggle for Minnesota here. Not in love with Richardson at home. Hasn't been horrible, but still gives up runs. Spencer Schwellenbach has been pretty consistent. And yeah, with Minnesota struggling, I'm going to take the slight road favorite, and I'm going to take the Braves on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Padres opening up as road favorites at -145. The Cardinals +120 with the over-under at 8. Padres coming into this matchup 75-58. The Cardinals 65-66. Pitching for the Padres is Dylan Cease with an ERA of 3.04. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 5.96. Mikolas, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Definitely probably his best start of the season here. You look at his last 4, he's been getting lit up all year. He's given up 5, 4, and 3 just in his last 4. Don't love him on the mound. Cease been very good. Been consistently giving up about 1 to 3 runs here, but been very solid for the Padres. Padres beating the Cardinals yesterday 7-4. Yeah, love Cease on the mound. Hate Mikolas. Give me the Padres on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers, we're looking like a pick'em scenario here. Both teams -110 with the over-under at 7.5. Giants coming into this matchup 66-66. The Brewers 75-55. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 1.78. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Brewers is Tobias Myers with an ERA of 2.08. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Both pitchers pitching very well this season. Giants 1-3 in their last 4, coming off a rough Seattle series. Brewers, they're coming off back-to-back Oakland wins here. 8-2 in their last 10. They're actually playing very well right now. Yeah, really good pitching matchup. Both pitchers giving up about 1 to 2 runs here. But in a pick'em scenario, I'm going to take the team that's playing better. It's got some momentum right now. I think I'm going to take the Brewers at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Chicago White Sox. Rangers opening up as road favorites at -150. The White Sox +125 with the over-under at 8.5. Rangers coming into this matchup 60-71. The White Sox 31-101. Pitching for the Rangers is Andrew Heaney with an ERA of 5.18. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for the White Sox is Garrett Crochet with an ERA of 7.27. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Rangers coming off back-to-back Cleveland losses here. Then you got the White Sox. They've dropped their last 4, lost all 4 games to Detroit. Yeah, did not look good in that series. Yeah, I mean, it's the White Sox. Can we trust them? Absolutely not. Rangers, haven't played the best. That's no secret. But against the White Sox, I gotta trust them against the White Sox here. Heaney hasn't been that bad on the mound. Give me the Rangers on the road. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Colorado Rockies. Rockies opening up as home favorites at -150. Miami +130 with the over-under at 11. Miami coming into this matchup 47-84. Colorado 49-83. Pitching for Miami is Roddery Munoz with an ERA of 7.08. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Hasn't been that good on the mound. He gives up runs a lot. He's given up 3-4 just in his last 4 games. Pitching for the Rockies is Cal Quantrill with an ERA of 6.38. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Hasn't been that amazing either. He's given up 2, 3, and 3 in his last 3. Miami losing to the Rockies yesterday, 3-2. Yeah, they haven't played well. 2-8 in their last 10. Just an ugly matchup. I wouldn't really recommend anyone be betting on the Marlins and the Rockies. It's just with 2 bad pitchers. I don't recommend it, but I'd have to lean with the Rockies just because at home, don't like Munoz on the mound. Give me the Rockies at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -115. The Mets -105 with the over-under at 8.5. Mets coming into this matchup 68-63. Arizona 75-56. Pitching for the Mets is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 2.61. His last 3 starts, he's given up 3 runs in each of his last 3 games here. Pitching for Arizona is Eduardo Rodriguez with an ERA of 2.40. He's been pretty solid on the mound. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. He's been giving up about 1 to 3 runs here. The Mets coming off a Padres loss. You got Arizona. They're hot right now. They're on a 6-game winning streak, coming off a Miami and Boston sweep. Love Rodriguez on the mound. They're playing well. Give me the D-backs at home. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -150. Tampa Bay +125 with the over-under at 6.5. Rays coming into this matchup 65-66. Seattle 67-65. Pitching for Tampa is Jeffrey Springs with an ERA of 3.74. Pitching for Seattle is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 5.74. Springs, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Coming off back-to-back one-run games here. Gilbert, his last start, he pitched 4 innings. Gave up 6 runs, had 7 strikeouts. 3 of his last 5 starts have been brutal. He's getting 6-3, and then he had a 7-run game here. I'm not in love with that. Tampa Bay did lose to Seattle yesterday, 5-1. Back-to-back games, they've only scored 1 run here. A nice little 2-game win streak for Seattle. Disappointing 2 games from Tampa Bay, but the offense has got to pick back up soon. Don't love Gilbert on the mound here. I think it was good value with Tampa Bay today. I think they wake up. Springs is coming off some good starts, and yeah, just not in love with Gilbert. He's been getting lit up a little bit. So I think I'm gonna take a shot with the Rays plus 1.5 on the road. In the last matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Los Angeles Angels. Sorry, versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at minus 200. Baltimore plus 160 with the over/under at 9. Baltimore coming into this matchup 76-56. Dodgers 78-53. Pitching for Baltimore is Cole Irvin with an ERA of 7.66. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. He's been getting lit up here. He had a 2-run game, which was okay, but his games prior, he's given up 5, 4, 5, and 3. So yeah, been bad on the mound here. Pitching for the Dodgers is Jack Flaherty with an ERA of 2.54. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. He's been solid overall. Had the 3 and 4-run game prior. Then his 2 games before that, he gave up no runs. You got the Dodgers playing great, 7-3 in their last 10, coming off a Tampa Bay win. Baltimore coming off a Houston loss. Yeah, I just don't love Irvin on the mound here. He just gives up too many runs, and you can't do that when you play the Dodgers. I gotta take LA at home in this one. That's gonna be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.